What do we know about Zacchaeus? It's quiet. Somebody shout it out. He wanted to see Jesus. So what did he do? He climbed up in a tree to see Jesus. Say desperation. I want to see Jesus too, but I'm not getting ready to go climb no tree. I'm not getting ready to do anything out of the ordinary. I'm not getting ready to do anything out of what anybody else is doing. I mean, if there's a meeting, we're going to all come to the meeting. I'm not going to do anything to stand out. I'm not going to do anything to get his attention. Zacchaeus climbed up in a tree, and Jesus saw him and said, come down here. I'm going to your house. Desperation got his attention, just like the woman with the issue of blood got his attention, because we were willing to come out of places and do something that everybody else wasn't willing to do. Now this is simple, y'all, so get this. One more story. Remember when Jesus was healing and he came to this guy's house and he was in the house and the people found out, these 4 guys found out that he was in the house? What did they do? Their friend was sick. He was laying on a bed. They found out Jesus was in the house. Once again, there are multitudes surrounding the house because everybody knows that he's in there. And I'm sure they're not people that don't need to be healed or they wouldn't be standing there. So they're all standing outside the house. But these guys, like, we want our friend to be healed. Their friend is laying on the bed. They went up on top of the guy's house, pulled their friend's bed up to the top of the house, tore the roof off of the house, and lowered their friend down in Jesus' presence. Several things happened here. Say thirsty. Thirsty. Just so we can get all on the same page. They thirsty for their friend to be healed. Everybody else is there to be healed too, but they don't have the same thirst. So we're not reading about them. Don't miss that. We're not reading about them even though they were there. Neither did we read about all the other people that were there when the woman was pressing her way through. He didn't give us not one of their names, but they were there because she bypassed them. Say desperation, which we are calling thirst. It's thirst. It makes you do that extra thing that gets his attention. So they lifted their friend up on this guy's house, and then they broke the law. Damage to property. They tore up the guy's roof. It wasn't their house, y'all. It wasn't their house. You tore up somebody else's roof for the sole purpose of getting this bed through. We got to get him in. I want you to go in. You got to see them doing this. See them tearing up this guy's house for the purpose of getting their friend down in front of Jesus, because that was the purpose. It wasn't to tear up the guy's house. That was a means to an end. And the end was, this bed has got to get down in front of that guy because we believe something about that guy. And that's what's motivating us. We believe that he healed. So we're going to get our friend in front of him and he's going to get healed. And whatever we got to do, say whatever we got to do. Whatever we got to do. So that's when you're saying by your actions, it is impossible for me to stay in this situation one more day. It's impossible. I can't take it no more. I am not going to stay in this condition one more day. And that's how you know you're desperate. And so when we sing, Lord, I'm desperate for your love, I'm desperate for you, that's when this stuff gets crazy. Because if we interchange words like that, then we're also interchanging definitions and we'd start justifying our behavior off of those kinds of, you can't use the word interchangeably. It is what it is and it means what it means. And if desperation somehow looks like I can take this one more day, then it's no longer desperation. You got to change the definition, not change the definition of the word. You got to use another word. Because it's not desperate. I'm desperate for you. No, you're not. Not if you can tolerate a place that is impossible to tolerate. You're not desperate. And that's how we brainwash ourselves to stay in places that are no longer acceptable.